Hey second graders, I hope you had a great spring break. This video is for writing and it is for Tuesday, April 14th. What we're doing today is we are just brainstorming. We are starting a new opinion piece and your question this week is, do you think distance learning or regular school is better? So distance learning is what we are doing now, where you have to do a lot of assignments on the computer and your teachers are emailing you. Regular school is when we're at Sunset all together in the classroom. Okay, so you need to think right now, do you like distance learning or regular school better? And we are just brainstorming, so I have a piece of paper right now. You can do this online in a Google Doc or just on regular paper. And I'm going to make a box. I like to make a box so I can put my opinion right there so I always know where it is. It's big, bold, so I remember it. So we're going to write a sentence about whether or not you think distance learning or regular school is better. We're going to start it with a sentence starter like, in my opinion, or I think. So here's mine. In my opinion, regular school is better than distance learning. All right, I like regular school much better than what we're doing now, distance learning. Maybe you feel the other way, and that's awesome, that's fine. So you would say, I think, or in my opinion, distance learning is better than regular school. So now that we have our opinion down, we are going to brainstorm 3 reasons why regular school is better or distance learning is better. And you're going to give some examples for each reason. So here's my first reason. I'm going to number it 1. For me, teaching students in person is a lot more fun. A lot more fun than teaching them over the computer. Okay, so here's some examples and some maybe little stories on why I think teaching students in person is a lot more fun. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go through now and I'm going to write some bullet points on why I think teaching students in person is a lot more fun. So I love to hear my students' stories, okay, and it's much harder to do that through distance learning. Sometimes students email me a story or 2 or tell me, but I don't get to hear as many stories as I do in the regular classroom. Okay. Another example that goes along with teaching students in person is a lot more fun is I love to hear my students read. That's one of my favorite parts of my job, and I don't get to really do that with distance learning. I also get to see my students more at regular school than I get to see them in distance learning. So I have my reason, and I have 3 examples. So now I'm going to go on to reason 2. Okay. So let's see here. My second reason why regular school is better than distance learning is I get to hang out with my teacher friends, just like you guys get to hang out with your friends at recess or in the classroom. All right, so I'm going to give some examples there. So I really miss eating lunch with my teacher friends because that's our time to talk about things and catch up. So we get to eat lunch together. Oops. If we're at regular school. Another thing we do a lot is we get to talk all the time about new teaching ideas. All right, so I get a lot of ideas from my classroom, from my coworkers, my colleagues, like Mrs. Montgomery, Mrs. Wybera, Mrs. Hendrick, Mrs. Prasad, and some of my teacher friends from other grade levels too. So I have 2 reasons so far why regular school is better than distance learning. Now I'm going to go on to my third reason. Okay, let me look at my notes real fast. Oh yeah, this is a big one. I think staying at home all day is boring. Okay, it was maybe fun for a week or two, but now it's getting a little bit boring. So I much prefer going into school because I don't think it's as boring. So there's not many fun activities at home. And also sometimes just being home and not getting ready to go to school, sometimes I feel a bit lazy. Maybe I sleep in a little bit more, which is nice and good, but sometimes I just feel more lazy when I'm at home all day and I don't go to school. Okay, so those are my 3 reasons why, in my opinion, regular school is better than distance learning. Now, you can have completely different reasons. Maybe you love distance learning more because you get to stay at home with your family, or maybe it's because you get to sleep in, or maybe your brother and sister get to help you with school. So maybe that's why you like distance learning more. Okay, you get to make your own lunch every day. There can be a lot of reasons why distance learning may be better. Maybe you like regular school better because you miss going to PE, or you miss checking out the makerspace or playing with your friends at recess. So there's so many reasons. You just have to think of 3. If you want to do more, go for it. Okay, so that's all you have to do today. Tomorrow we are going to add on to this. So please try to get this done so that when we go to our next writing lesson, you're prepared to write an introduction and you're prepared to get down and put all of this into complete sentences with some good detail. All right, good luck today. If you have any questions, email your teacher. Bye.